good morning. Happy Saturday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Good morning, friends, family, trolls. Everybody is welcome over here at Delphine's Corner. If you clicked on this video, I truly do appreciate it. If you clicked on this video and said, let me see what she talking about, stick around and see what I'm talking about. Today is Saturday. I don't know what the date is. I just know what the day is. It's absolutely a beautiful day in the city. So for today on the agenda, what are we doing? Some light housework. I woke up late. Actually, I didn't wake up late. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning to see my husband off. Went back to sleep, and I woke back up at around 8:30 and laid in the bed. Started watching a series that I saw advertised. It came across on Prime yesterday. I think it's called Lies We Tell, or is it Tell Me Lies? I don't know, but it's one of them. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So started back watching that before I knew it. It was 10 o'clock, so I had to jump up. So today and I placed a Fashion Nova order. I'm picking up little things here and there, and I just pick up several things that I know if I don't utilize it for the event, I'll still wear it in the future, opposed to having to send it back. So I'm picking up little pieces here and there to put together for the Cowboy Carter concert. And no, I have not picked up my tickets. I don't actually know if I want to. It's one show scheduled on my birthday, actually on May 17th in Chicago. So we haven't decided if we're flying back to Chicago to go to that one, or if we'll just be going to Houston. And look, this time around, I'm not tripping. I can be in nosebleeds as long as I'm in the building. That's all that matters. Because Beyonce's essence, her aura, I mean just her in general, honey, it just sprinkles over everybody in the building. So as long as you there, just be there. Okay, I do not want to be in that section 100 or on the floor where people are standing up in front. No. I mean, it's not like I can reach out and touch her. So as long as I'm in the building, I'm good. So we haven't decided which one we are going to go to. We will make that decision quite soon, because I'm pretty sure those tickets are going to be selling out quite soon. So I placed a Fashion Nova order, and that's about it. And then we are going to the car wash, because my car is blue. You can't even tell it's blue. It looks freaking gray. Okay, so dirty. We're going to the car wash, going to get our nails done, and then not a lot of running around, because tonight is girls' night. So I am meeting one of my really good friends at this restaurant called Joey in Dallas at North Park. But when she and I get together, it's just full glam, and we just go all out. We go overboard, but that's our business. So I look forward to meeting her later on this evening, and we'll be out a good 3 to 4 hours. So that's that. So we can head out, get the car wash, and then head to the nail salon. I'm still tired. Like, my nerves just won't allow me to lay in the bed. I had to force myself to just rest and lay in the bed until 10 like I did. And that was a struggle. And my mother told me this morning, I'm so glad that you just laid there. Your mind may have been racing, but you at least laid there and gave your body that time. I also want to get a workout back in because I have started back working out, and I want to stay on that regimen because I've started losing inches, okay, because I'm doing my squeezed, and I'm fasting. Okay, I am fasting Monday through Friday. Now I don't really fast on Saturdays and Sundays, but Monday through Friday I fast 18 to 20 hours per day. Okay, and it works, especially if you could get your body in that routine and you're not a girly or a guy that does not like to work out. If working out is not your thing, fast, it works. Now, you should try to get a little bit of cardio in because it's just good for your body. But if not, do your fasting, but do it the healthy way. Do it fast in the sense that it works with your body. And by all means, consult with your physician first before doing that. This is something that I've done for years, and just in the last 2 years, I think I upped my fasting to 18 hours. Okay, because I was doing, like, I started with 8 hours, then 12 hours. Like, I had a trainer that just told me, just move up the mountain very, very slow. And then we ended up having a party here at the house, and my husband's boss actually attended the party, and he's like this freaking bodybuilder. I mean, his body is amazing. He takes care of himself. He eats healthy. He does his protein, his vitamins, and things of that nature. So, you know, I had been talking to him, and, you know, I told him I'm like struggling. My face is clean, my breath is fresh, but I have been having issues with my eyes. That's why I keep rubbing my eyes. But I told him I'm like struggling. It's like I've lost weight, and I cannot get past, I think at the time I was like at 170. Okay, so I had lost 30 pounds, and I was at 170, and I could not get past that, you know. But it was crazy because I felt like I was still losing, still losing inches, but I could not go down in weight, and that was bothering me, of course, because, you know, I had been putting in work. I was working out every day in the gym, and he asked me, you know, are you doing your protein supplements and stuff like that? And, you know, I told him no, because I could not find a protein that I liked. You know what I'm saying? And I got tired of spending so much money buying, purchasing proteins that were not good, that just were not a good fit for me, which you don't know until you try, okay? You don't know until you try. And so, you know, like he told me, don't buy like a box of freaking protein bars. Buy a single bar, try it out, and then see. And I was getting my stuff in bulk from Amazon. So I started doing that, and I did find some protein bars that I really, really, really like. I actually bought some, and I haven't posted that video yet, but I bought some protein bars 2 weeks ago while we were at TJ's, Trader Joe's, and I really like those protein bars as well. But, and he said, you know, you're going to have to go through the protein shakes or the protein powders until you can find one that you really like, you know, one that you could actually drink without gagging. And so that's what I did. So I drink Core, and it's a little pricey, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. But protein is very important. It like I've had trainers that told me pretty much, I mean, if you can't get it in a supplement like that, you know, of course you can eat it. Eat your you know, with chicken breasts and things of that nature, foods that actually contain protein, high protein foods. But you know, I've had trainers that tell me if you are not taking in your protein, then you're defeating the purpose. You're never going to, depending on what your goal is, I guess I would say, you're never going to reach that goal. So yeah, we can, everything is attainable. We can get there, no matter what, one way or another. We may not get exactly what we want, but we could get close to it. Okay. So yeah, I do, like I was saying, I do want to get a workout in today. I want to stay on that regimen. And then tomorrow I will probably go to Hot Works, do a cycle class in the sauna, okay? And that's what I love, because most of the gyms in my community, like, and it's not that many, more and more are coming because I'm in a newer community, but so they're just now building up around us. I think, yeah, I don't know of any gyms actually that have saunas, and I love saunas because, honey, you burn fat. So shit, you can burn inches off. But so Hot Works is a really good option. Okay, so anyway, I don't want to eat a lot tonight when my girlfriend and I get out. Right now I'm not really, and I guess it's because of the fasting. I know it's because of the fasting. I don't even know why I said I guess, but I'm not wanting to eat a lot. So, you know, normally, and then too, this is a new restaurant that we're trying out. Restaurant has rave reviews all over social media. So it's truly hyped up. I don't know how the food is. So it's not like one of my favorite restaurants that me and my girlfriends meet at sometimes, and you save your appetite all day, your stomach is sticking out your back and you starving. It's not gonna be like that today. I really don't want to overeat, not to mention I got a cat suit that I'm wearing tonight, and honey, I bloat from eating a grape. Like, let's be clear, no need to even front. So I don't want to overeat tonight. I don't even want to eat a lot. I want like a small appetizer or something like that and several drinks. So with that being said, I have some Country Boy maple sausages and some butter sliced bread that I am going to actually show you guys my a bread recipe. It's a rosemary Tuscan bread that I make. I'll have to get my mother to bring me her bread maker over here. I have threatened my husband and told him, don't you buy me no damn bread maker, because we have so many gadgets. He is a late night infomercial. He loves buying shit. If he on TikTok, he see an advertisement. If he, whatever social media platform, if he's on it, he see an advertisement. Next thing I know, it's something sitting at the front door. The doorbell goes off, ding dong, and it's something sitting out there. We have so much stuff. He is a hoarder, okay? And I don't like clutter. It drives me absolutely crazy. Like, I have given away so many things because for me, the way my mindset is, If something is sitting in your house and you have not used it, and I think different about clothes. If I haven't put on a piece of clothing within a year or two, I'm giving it away. I'm gonna bless somebody else and let them enjoy it. Let them wear it, because it has not been on my body. It has not crossed my mind in over 2 years, 18 months to 2 years. Child, I need to make space in my closet for something else. Let's bless somebody else with that. And I feel the same way about all these appliances and all this shit that my husband orders all the time. Like, if we go a couple years without touching this, now we do entertain a lot. We have a big family on both sides. So, you know, I kind of have to weigh that out, because at any given time, things that we entertain with, you know, something that he's purchased, I might need it. But say, like, for instance, hot plates. I think that's what you call them. We had like 4. Well, they came in handy during Wintergeddon. You know what I'm saying? We cooked on the hot plates, because you don't have to have electricity. I'll have to pull those out, which I said to myself, I need to start filming when I am cooking, and I need to use the hot plates, because it makes for better filming, because my stove is in an awkward place, and my stove top, my cooktop, is right under the microwave. So the microwave gets in the way like this. So that gets in the way, which, by the way, you guys will see this. I am going to post that. That is the pot of chicken tortilla soup. Huge Dutch oven. That's the large one. Empty. They tore that up like it was the last bowl of soup they were going to eat forever. I'm going to put on my Ray-Ban Metas. Start these puppies up. And I don't know if I need the okay, she's talking to me now. And there we go, she's recording. I turned down my light on my cameras because I didn't want it to just stand out because I wore these to Starbucks the other day when I was headed into the office early, 5 a.m. And because I wanted to film them asking me every time, do I need a straw for a domed cup? How in the hell would I drink this drink without having a straw?
You want a straw?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Thank you. That's that crazy question. Do you want a straw? Now watch what kind of cup they give me. Thank you. How would I not drink this out of a straw? How would I drink this without a straw? Quad espresso, iced quad espresso in a venti cup. So we know that's the tallest cup they have. With a domed a domed lid, because I get extra whip, okay, to balance out the bitterness of the espresso. How would I drink that? My tongue is not that long. It's just not. So would I stick my tongue down it and just scoop it up? Or are you thinking that I am going to take this dome lid off with whip going every damn where when I take the lid off and drink, put my lips on the rim of this cup, no telling who's touched it, and drink it? I mean, I don't understand. So I had the glasses on the other day because I wanted to film that, and lo and behold, she asked me, "Do you need a straw?" Sure, hit me with one. And at that time, the light was bright, so you could tell. And then it was dark outside too, so it stood out even more. And I think she noticed it because she was like looking straight at this. Like, I mean, she was dead focused on it when I turned around, and I was like, "Yep, need a straw." So my husband turned the light down, and then it's more discreet. Like if I'm going into the office or whatever, it's just more discreet if you don't have this bright light shining on the side of the glasses. So anyway, these are my Ray-Ban Metas, and my husband ordered the wide frame. I don't know if this is the wide frame. It doesn't seem like it is, but that's what he ordered. So I love them. So anyway, let me get my country boy sausages, maple sausages in. I already have my cup in the microwave. So I'll get that done because I'm doing instant espresso, and it's called Nescafe. I think that's what it's called. So let me get my country boy sausage out. You guys can see what I'm talking about. We have 3 left. And this is the Country Boy Maple Load 'em Up sausage. Skinless smoked sausage. I'm telling you, these are so freaking good. So that's the Country Boy Maple sausage. If you can get these or the links, get them. Don't wait, get them. They have them at Kroger's. I know they have the sausage at Kroger's. This is where I got these maple sausages from, is Kroger's. But the links, maybe Costco has them, I don't know. When I was still going to Sam's Club, which I am no longer a member, I'm not doing Sam's Club. Not saying that I won't ever do Sam's Club again, but right now, not doing it. But I know for sure Sam's Club has the Country Boy links. So if you have a Sam's Club membership and you go through there, get you some of those Country Boy links. They are really good, especially if you're putting meat on the grill, get you some. But if you're just in Kroger's, pick up some of the Country Boy maple sausage and just throw them in the air fryer. Or I believe they're microwavable as well. So let me get this coffee out to show you guys. I have not felt like messing with the Nespresso, and therefore I am not. So the espresso, instant espresso that I really, really, really like, that is really, really, really good, is called the King Coffee. Okay, it is Vietnamese. It's a Vietnamese coffee, okay? It is so good, and it's strong. If you like strong, if you do decaf, you can't have the strong stuff, this is not for you. It's not for you, boo. It's just not for you. This wouldn't even be for you. Like sometimes when my mother comes over, she can't have strong, dark roast coffee. So, and that's all I have, because I don't have a Keurig anymore. I have an espresso. So when I had a Keurig, I would get the pods for her, like the little decafs and, you know, that wheat shit. But I don't have it. I gave my Keurig to my cousin when my husband bought me my espresso. But like dark roast coffee, I will purchase dark roast iced coffee from HEB when I want to do iced coffee, and I'll just make that for her and just add water to it to tone down the strongness of it, I guess, if that makes sense. So anyway, I do the Nescafe Gold Espresso Blonde, and this is the velvety creamer. So this is it right there, and I'm going to turn these on and you guys will get a better view of it. So this is the Nescafe Gold Espresso Blonde. So I do this, and then I will top that off as well in my mixture. This espresso instant coffee. It's a Vietnamese, like I said, the King Coffee. This is it. I ordered this from Amazon. So let me show you this. It is very good. When me and my girl that does my nails, we were talking about it because we are both coffee junkies, and she has turned me on to so many different. I have one in this package that's half open because since I blend both, I don't put the whole stick. It would be just too bitter. So I do a little bit of that. And then I should be doing this with a spoon. But when I told my girl that does my nails, Ivy, she damn near broke my my hand. My fingers. Cause she was, doing my nails when I told her. I was like, I drink this coffee that I ordered from Amazon. It's called the King Coffee. Went crazy, but she told me the history and the background on this company, and the CEO, him and his wife are actually going through a very bitter divorce right now. One time, this was many years ago, because I have not, a Burger King burger has not touched my lips, I know, in over 10 years. But, so I'm just putting some butter in the skillet. Butter, not margarine, and that's only because I don't have none. Let's not front. Okay, butter in a skillet to melt it through, and then I am going to throw my perfectly crafted thick sliced white bread in. I'm only doing one slice of bread. We don't need too many carbs. So let me sit y'all down. But y'all, and I did put a link for my husband off to the side. So I don't know if I have mentioned before that we have so many Roombas around this house, and they all work when they want to work. Like, quit spending all this money on these damn vacuum cleaners. Because one thing about me, I like this house to be vacuumed every day. That's just me. And even more so because we have carpet. We still have carpet. We have no hardwood in our house. Okay? Like, my husband he is old school. When I met him, he still had pictures of Malcolm X. And I can't even think of these other old pictures that we bought back in the day, in the 90s and 80s, from the swap meet, when I was still a little girl and a teenager, because he is older than me. But dude, come on now. So he's not good with change, first of all. And yeah. That's enough in itself. So with that being said, it's like we have carpet and tile, of course. Of course, all of this is tile throughout the kitchen, in this dining area over here, in the den area. But in the actual den, I want hardwood on the first, all throughout the first floor, except for the master bedroom. And on the front staircase, like leave it on this back staircase, but on the front staircase that's at the entry in the foyer, hardwood all throughout and hardwood on the steps. It's like pulling teeth to try to get him to understand that we need to elevate, we need to upgrade, renovate, you know, the value. You know, he always thinks about, oh, the houses are crazy. That's the outside. The inside value should be just as important anyway. So I just love for this house to be vacuumed. So we have about 4 damn vacuums and none of them work. Like this one. Now, sometimes it'll vacuum all damn day. It'll vacuum for about 45 minutes. Go back, empty the little trash, the garbage chute on it, because this one right here has a vacuum sealed trash bag on the machine, the charging post. So it'll go back, empty the little trash chute, sit for about 30 minutes and charge, and then vacuum again. And it'll do that all damn day. Then it'll go a whole damn week without vacuuming. Like what the fuck? And see, my husband, he gets all of this stuff, and I mean, the house is just totally automated, okay? But then when, you know, we have bad weather, the power flickers, or this shit go out and stop working, he don't want to be bothered with it. Let's just be clear. Add a damn thing. So anyway, I don't know if I've mentioned. Let me get my bread going, because child, it's 12 o'clock. We supposed to be out of here. My nail appointment is at 1:30, and I need to get my car washed. But if I don't do it until after I get my nails done, that's fine too. We not stressing today. We stress enough Monday through Friday. And as far as I know, everybody that I know and love is still in the land of the living, and they woke up this morning, so I'm not stressing over anything. But I am in a group. It's a closed group, closed for a reason, and I'll tell you why. But the name of the group is We Like It Raw. And you know, because it's a closed group, it's by word of mouth. So, you know, you have to be referred to the group, you know, and then the administrators and the creators of the group have to actually accept you in and different things, and it's different disclosures, because it's people's privacy. You know what I'm saying? People actually have a safe space to where we could talk about different topics, and nobody can see our face. Now, sometimes we do step out in a group setting, which we have people in other states. So different states, or, you know, they may have a huge gathering, but you don't know who's who because nobody uses their real name. And that's if we're, you know, we do our calls and stuff like that, group calls. And when you start to speak and give your views and opinions on the topics that we're talking about, you don't have to introduce yourself. You don't have to give a name. And if you do, you can just give a fake name. So anyway, you know, it's a safe space where people, and it's an all black group, of course, but we do have some mixed race people. We do have individuals in the group, and I'm saying this for a reason. We do have individuals in the group that are black and something. Okay? So, but like I said, we do have gatherings sometimes, and people don't know your name when you're talking, you know, giving your opinions and stuff in the group. So it's just like you're meeting strangers, but you know, you have to have an invitation to come to the the gathering. I mean, it's just neat. It's really neat how it's put together. So anyway, I am allowed to, because it's a lot of content creators and people that discuss different topics that we discuss on their vlogs and things like that. So I'm allowed to do that, but of course you're not allowed to video or anything like that. Share names if somebody is bold enough to give their name, because we do have people that are bold enough to give their names, like the admins, the creator of the group. We know their name. So I put too much butter, so I'm just going to butter 2 slices of toast, 2 slices of bread, and then and then my husband can he'll eat the other piece of bread when he comes in and sees this sausage that I saved for him. So anyway, the latest topic that we had, and I love my toast, my bread to be slightly toasted. If it's over toasted, throw it in the trash. I'm not eating it. So the latest topic that we had, and let me bring y'all back over here. Okay. So the latest topic that we had was being in a interracial relationship, dating outside of your race. And the main topic question was, and I wrote it down, and I'll tell you some of the things that other individuals said, including men, but I also tell you what I've said, because I've dated out my race several times. Would I do it again? Yes. But hold on just 1 minute. I don't want to burn my bread. Okay. So the topic was, do white men treat black women better than black men? So you had several individuals that responded. Surprisingly, a lot of black women said that they have never dated outside, and hold on just a minute. A lot of black women said that I got an update on my DJI. I've never saw that before. I was shocked that a lot of black women said they have never dated outside of their race and never would. They will only date. And you know what? I'm not going to go into the justifications of that, because I do have an opinion. And this channel is liable to get shut down. Okay? Especially when it comes to black women dating outside of their race versus black men dating outside of their race. Yeah, I have a real strong opinion on that. I do. But for the sake of sticking to this topic, do white men treat black women better than black men? Now, I am going to respectfully say this. And I say respectfully because this is what I've experienced, and first and foremost, I am a happily married woman to a full black man. He's fully black, okay? He's blacker than black. Yes. In my experience, yes. Yes. And I have dated tons of black men. Tons of black men. And I was one of those black women that said I would never date outside of my race. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my people so much. And I felt like it would be disrespectful or just a stab at my culture, my people, for me to date outside of my race. That's how I felt. And I don't know why, because the environment that I was raised in California. That's all I saw. I saw interracial couples. You know what I'm saying? So, races intermingling. I saw that. I was raised around that. But just for me, that's just how I felt. I always felt like that until I didn't anymore. Until I just experiences and situations and things that I had been through over and over and over and over and over again with all of the black men that I dated. Whether it was in a strong, committed relationship or we were just dating, okay, to see where it was gonna go, or we were testing the waters, or whatever the situation was. I went through so much. Had good times, of course, but I went through so much that it mentally affected me. It mentally affected me. That a black man would have so much disrespect for a black woman. Like, you came from a black woman, got your name from a black woman. Like, I could not, it was hard for me to wrap my mind around that. So one day my therapist said, try something different. Sometimes you can't keep trying it. You cannot continue to cry over spilled milk when you're pouring it out of the jug the same exact way. You cannot pour hot water into a plastic cup. Try something different. Pour that hot water into a glass. Pour that hot water into a cup that's able to withhold hot water. Try something different. If what you are currently doing is not working, try something different. Why not? What is it gonna hurt? What is the big deal? So just with that little small piece, because it took lots of therapy for me, not only for that, other things as well. You know, starting with my father. But I decided to step out. Did I have some bad experiences dating other races? Hell yeah, I did. But because this is the thing, I did not want to, and because my mind was so stuck, you know, tunnel vision. I could not see outside of the box. So the first thing I went to was a white man that had the characteristics of a black man. A white man that wanted to form himself into a black man. Does that make sense? A white man that had just too much swag. You know what I'm saying? You in a white man's body, you a black man in a white man's body. It was just too much. So that's what I clung to in the beginning until I heard the word. Nigga, nigga, nigga. again, a white man trying to be black. And you have gotten so comfortable because you've surrounded yourself with nothing but blacks. You know, all your friends are black. You got comfortable with the way that we talk and the way we interact with each other. And you don't know that them goons can get your ass. You still got to be careful because you're not a part of the posse. You just an actor. Okay? You haven't been where you have not been where we've been. You have not walked through the trenches of just being a black person. You will never feel that. You will never understand that. Ever. So, the minute I heard this white man and a black man, and this black man, okay, let's switch, black man in a white man's body, because he acted so much like a black dude, but that's what, you know, that's what I ran to in the beginning when she told me, step outside the box. You know, do something different. But I went to the same damn thing. Went to the same exact thing that I was previously with. I really didn't step outside the box. I was just with a man that was born as a white man but was trying to be a black man. But the first time he said nigga, all hell down. Literally, he said it. Like just talking. Yeah, we was on the basketball court and this nigga just really just bloop, bloop, bloop. Like, what did I just hear you say? Do you know how many brothers I have? Like, I'm confused. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Like, I don't mean I'm not being offensive. Y'all say it all the time. So it was a whole situation about that. So I had to walk away. And I had feelings for this guy. I mean, I had feelings for this guy. We hadn't been together that long, maybe 5 months at the most. But the feelings had started to develop. It was no love, because I'm careful with who I actually give my heart to. So it was no love there, but I had feelings for this guy. But the minute he said that, it triggered something and everything just went down the drain. And he almost got the damn the life taken from his body as well with what he said. So I had to take a step back. Let me get my shit because I'm sitting up here talking. I had to take a step back, and I actually, Lord, I thank and actually bless this food for my body. This right now, pray, amen. Y'all look at this. It's burnt. It looks like it's burnt to perfection, but I told you it's not. I know y'all gonna say, girl, that shit is burnt. But I don't care. So I had to take a step back, and I ended up, and I dated a Persian guy. I dated an African guy. I dated a Hispanic guy. None of those were for me. And eventually, I did meet a white guy, Caucasian guy. And he treated me like I was a true queen. Like, and I mean, it was just, Like everything about the relationship was just wholehearted and genuine. Like there was no limitations for everything that he did for me. And I'm talking about, not just talking about financial, like buying me shit, taking me places. Of course he did all that. But emotionally, like he gave me a safe space that I never had prior to my this husband. Cause like I think I've said, I've been married before, and we'll discuss that later. And that first marriage was a product of running from the pain and hurt of a breakup, and that saying, the best way to get over one man is to get under another one. And that may be true, but don't marry his ass. Don't marry his ass. So this white man gave me the emotional stability. And again, I am not talking about the financial, because that was there 10 times down. Like, I could have quit my job and like seriously never worked the entire time that I was with him. I've never had that before. Never. And I didn't, because that's not how my mother raised me. Don't ever give all your independence to a man. You gotta stand and be a strong black woman, point blank, period. All my ancestors raised me to have a backup plan, because things change, people change. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Things change, people change, and I'm not the kind of female that will sit around knowing some shit, feeling some type of way, and just say nothing and be miserable and stay in a situation. Hell no, I ain't that kind. Even in a marriage, it ain't me. Now, and I ain't talking about if you do shit, do you? I'll get it, but it just ain't me. But anyway, you know, I went to college, got a degree. Oh shit. It took me a minute to do that. So I wasn't about to. That's why I told him, no, I'm not gonna quit my job after I worked and did all this to get the degree that they say you gotta have to make it in this world and to actually be something. You gotta have that degree because that's your title. Which you do need to. You do. You need to have it. But my point is, all the work that I put in, I'm not gonna just quit and lay up here and live up off of a man. I mean, I had a freaking condo downtown Dallas for over a year for free. This man made me want to love. He built me up after so many black men tore me down. And I know that I am a good black woman, because every man, and I could say this with everything in me. Every man that I have been in a relationship with, a relationship, because I've dated and not been in a relationship with your ass, but they even still be trying to get in touch with me, okay? Sending that, hey, with 3 extra Y's and about 4 dots behind it. Nigga, please. But any man that I've been in a serious relationship with, still to this day, knocking on my door. They don't care about the ring, nothing else. They knocking. Any man. So I know when they say let me cater to you, I was every woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they knew that, but none of the black men that I was with appreciated that until I got with a white man. And the way that he loved me made me want to do even more. Like, and he felt bad because I was just doing too much. But that's just who I am. I am a people pleaser. When I love somebody and I'm down for you, I want you to be happy. Shit is like endless with me. The things that I will do for you to make you happy, to make sure you good, just no matter what it takes. Now, one thing I'm not gonna do is put your ass before God or my family, meaning my mama, my brothers, and these kids. But other than that, I'm down, 10 toes down for your ass. But it's just something about black men and my experiences that did not appreciate that shit. Now, he and I eventually broke up because it came down to, because one thing we did not want to do, both of us said, we not about to get all, googly eye crazy over each other, because in the beginning when things are fresh, everything is just good. You head over heels, like everything you doing is good. You understand what I'm saying? And you just want each other to soak up all of your time, all his time. You want that to be together. You want to soak it up. But I'm looking at the time because I gotta hurry up. I'm gonna have to come back and finish telling y'all this after we get to the nail shop, get finished. But one thing we said was we not taking each other around our families until I overcook these. But I didn't overcook them. What I did was I turned it off and left this damn lid down, and they kept cooking. We're not going to take each other around our families until we truly decide if this is going to be like seriously long-term life, if this is going to be a lifetime commitment. Because when you bring your families in the mix, your family is they in it too. They are in the relationship with you. And I knew that I wanted to be careful. My family is mixed. We got some mixed breeds in our family. But my family has never been like the judgmental type. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brothers are some of the coolest damn people you will ever meet. We can't go anywhere without somebody knowing my brother. They never met a stranger, and they don't discriminate. Hell, one of my brothers, you wouldn't even know if he was black, Mexican, Indian. You wouldn't even know. People be trying to figure it out. And his kids too. I talk about his son all the time. Snickerdoodle and Junior, that's his kids. So we wanted to be really careful, okay? And as we got closer and deeper into the relationship, yeah, we started talking about our being serious, having a life together. And I noticed that in the beginning of the communications, the conversation that we would have, it was good and exciting. But as the conversations went on and got more serious, it felt like he started to kind of pull back. And my mother always raised me to be the type that was to sit back, look from the outside, evaluate the outside, get invited to the inside, sit back, and evaluate from the inside as well, and read between the lines. So I instantly picked up that, and this not from what he's telling me, but his actions, you know what I'm saying? And the way the conversations changed about our future when we start really talking about it and getting serious and introducing the families to each other. His parents wasn't ready to accept that he was with a black chick, especially a dark one, okay? Because I can't pass for shit else. And wouldn't want to, because I love the skin that I am in. I don't want to be no other race, okay? And when you ever see my skin lighter than what it is, it's because I done had a chemical peel, honey. And this top layer is just peeling off. But that beautiful melanin, dark melanin, it will come back. Okay? I love it when I'm in the summertime and I'm real tanned up, laying on the beach, just dark fudge chocolate, just, honey, beautiful. Love it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I can't pass for shit else. So I knew, or I felt, the way that the atmosphere changed with our conversations. You had been slowly but surely having conversations with your family, kind of poaching them to see. And that shit wasn't going right. That shit wasn't going right. So, conversations got deep. And I just basically said, at this time of during this time of my life, I was doing good financially. I was doing good professionally. I had gotten a degree, like I said, got into the field that I wanted to be in. I was in leadership. So I was doing good. And I didn't let myself just totally, I felt that coming along, okay, because yes, the love was there. This was an experience that I had never thought I would even get to feel this way or experience this kind of love. But I felt myself getting too deep in, so I pulled myself back a little bit. Just a little bit. Put my guard back up just a little bit. Because, you know, and this too, we're going to my therapist. Still going to my therapist. And I'm grateful for her because she told me, you know, don't dive in. Because keep in mind, before he came, you know, you went through other things, negative things in these relationships, but you were grinding. You worked hard to go to college and finish. In 18 months, I got my associate's degree. So we're not gonna let that just, we're not gonna just let it go. We're not gonna just ignore it. We can't do that. So you need to get your ass together, and you can love somebody without just straight diving in like a fool. So, I told him, I'm done. And this is because, like I said, the conversation started to get more tense. I could tell that his actions started to change, but it was because, at this time, by this time, his family knew he was dating somebody outside of his race. And they didn't like that shit. They hated that shit. His family actually owns an oil company, and I won't even say the name, out of Houston. They didn't like that shit. It was bad for business. It didn't look right. What are the people gonna say? Leave her ass. So I'm gonna leave y'all with, because I gotta get dressed. When I said I'm done, I'm in the hallway. And of course I don't have a light because my husband told me, oh, I'm ordering the light switch because it has to be automatic. And that was in December, and here we are about to be in March. Okay, ain't shit gonna happen until I hire somebody to come put this light up in here. But when I said I was done, I meant it. Or maybe I didn't mean it. But I wanted that to speak volumes, to let him know I ain't no damn dummy. I'm not one to be played with. And I'm damn sure not going to sit around and wait on you and to get your family to accept me. If they don't accept me now, they never will. And that's not that's not how I want that to roll. And I'm trying to be very careful with my words. Very careful, because I don't have problems with my filter. Okay, I definitely don't. But when I'm talking about my situations, I have a tendency to just say some shit. And I don't want to do that because I don't want anybody to be offended. So I told him, oh, hell no. I'm not finna sit around and wait on your ass and all that. No. Your family don't accept me. And you gonna go along with your family. So we have nothing. What are we doing here? What is the point? Like, we're wasting time. I don't have time. And I needed to stay focused because, again, my career is going well. I'm in this leadership position. I can't allow this to mess up everything that I fucking worked for. Hell no. Because it's not going to affect him. Y'all still going to have millions in the bank. And I'm over here looking stupid. Because corporate America, they look at us black women different. They expect more out of us. They look at us different. They want us to be superwoman. When Karen, okay, she can be fucking secondary. She can be Robin. Okay? They want you to be Superman. She could be Robin with no degree and less experience, and they don't expect nearly as much from her ass. So I had to stay focused, okay? And so with that, I threw him the deuce. Deuces, you can't figure it out, I'll figure it out for you. So with that, I'm going to leave y'all with that, and I'll come back to this story. I know it's long, but this is going to be a long vlog. The next part of this story is he and I getting back together and him taking me to dinner to meet his family. Stay tuned. Let me get dressed so we can get out of here, get to this nail appointment, and get the car washed. So I'll be back. y'all. Hey, cousins, family, friends, trolls. Hey to everybody. Happy Sunday. And it is approximately 3:40 p.m. I am just now picking up the camera. Just had a lot going on today. I did not pick the camera back up yesterday. Didn't end up going on or doing our girls' night. We did not. We didn't have our girls' night. We did not have our girls' night. It was canceled due to a family emergency that came up with one of my real good friends. So we just decided to cancel, opposed to meeting later and switching the venue that we had already selected, because we were very excited, and it took us a minute to get the reservation. Okay, so family is first, of course. Always first. Family is always first. So we canceled, and we do plan to reschedule. I did get a call later on yesterday night, that everything was okay from my good friend. Everything was okay for the most part. So I just ask you guys to continue to keep her and her family in your prayers. So with that being said, I did not pick the camera up later yesterday evening, yesterday night. I'm always busy. I always have things to do. So whether I'm going out, I'm traveling, if anything gets canceled, my schedule is still full. Okay? There's really never a dull moment in my schedule. There is not much time for me to sit and relax. Maybe it is time, because you just really have to make the time. But my nerves just won't allow me to just sit around and twiddle my thumbs and cross my legs and throw my legs up on that ottoman over there and just chill out and relax. I just cannot. My nerves will not let me do it. So I have to stay busy. And with that being said, I'm very busy. With that being said, I'm very happy with my busy life. This is me. This is the way I live. This is the way I function. So I'm good with that. How's everybody doing today? How are you doing today? How has your day been? Here in the city, it is a beautiful day. Nice, sunny, beautiful day. It's not as cold as it normally is. I think it is 64 degrees. So today is somewhat of a treat for us. I have not moved my car today. Okay, I said it yesterday once I got home, because I did go back out yesterday night. Okay, I did go back out. I had some things to do. I had to pick Junior up, so I went back out. But honey, I still had my head wrap on and my oversized sweatshirt and my tights, my leggings. I still had that on yesterday. Didn't. I just put some lashes on this morning. I do have my new waist trainer on. I've been wearing it for a couple days. I did make it to Hot Works last night, and then came home and did cardio, did weightlifting. But this is my new waist trainer that I actually got off of TikTok. I am going to link this below because it is tall girl friendly, which is very important. I know that people, at least I do. Okay, I'm gonna always speak for TT, my point of view, and then some people may follow and say, girl, you know what, I'll be thinking that same thing. I always say, when I watch videos and advertisements and just whatever, I don't want to see somebody with a flat ass stomach and a six pack advertising a damn, no, I don't want to see that. I want to see somebody that got a fupa. I want to see somebody whose stomach is not flat like mine. Okay? That's who I want to see in a waist trainer. And then, because they can tell me more about that waist trainer and how it has worked for them opposed to some damn body that has a damn flat ass stomach with abs. Girl, bye. Bye. I live and die by waist trainers because they do work. Okay. Now, I don't wear my waist trainers. I wear my waist trainer to literally train my waist. I don't wear my waist trainers when I go to work under my good clothes and things like that. When I go to the gym, yes, I'm wearing my waist trainer. If I'm out just running and shopping and stuff like that, yes, I'm wearing my waist trainer. If I'm here at home, I am wearing my waist trainer because a waist trainer truly does. If it's a good one, it trains your waist. Point blank, period. I know it. Nobody has to tell me. I know. I've been wearing waist trainers for damn near 14, 15 years and they work. And when you stop using them, you can tell. Okay? This waist trainer right here, for the tall girls, it's hard to find waist trainers that cover the entire torso. As you can see, I've got a sports bra on, and don't worry, cause honey, I ain't got nothing up here. It's just a little bit. But this is right under my breast, okay? And this waist trainer goes all the way up. Look at this. It goes all the way up and it comes all the way down. Like right above the coochie line, okay? I love that. I love that because I can very seldom find waist trainers like this. This thing right here is good. It's good. Look. I love it. I absolutely love it. It wraps around 3 times. So this is the main wrap. Like I would call this the security wrap right here. And then it's a wrap right here that covers this top part of your torso. And it goes all the way down. As you can see, it's very wide. And then you have a bottom wrap right here that gets this part right here. Because we want to train this part right here as well. Okay. And then you got this center part as well. I'm messing it up. But you got this center part right here that secures everything. And just straighten it out. Like so. And boom. This thing right here, I love it. I absolutely love it. So, I got this from off of TikTok. I don't remember how much I paid for it because it was on sale. The ratings were good. I saw it. I went, read a few comments, saw that several tall girls had reviewed it and said it is tall girl friendly. It is a good thing for our long stretched torsos. I instantly purchased it and didn't even look back. Okay, so I will link this below. If you have TikTok, go on there and get you one. If you don't have TikTok, I hear that you can now re-download it or either download it for the first time. Girl, get TikTok. Y'all get it. Just get it, okay? But anyway, so I hope that everybody is doing okay. I am grateful that you clicked on this video. And know that if you clicked on this video, one thing I do know, you are still in the land of the living, so you are blessed. Okay? So today we are going to, I have some turkey wings that I'm going to be cooking. And these are, I mean, it's just going to be quick, easy, full of flavor, nothing major. And I think I am going to fix some garlic butter basmati rice with it, and maybe some green beans. I don't know what green vegetable we're having with our turkey wings just yet, because I haven't looked in the deep freezer. So yeah, we'll figure that out later on. These are actually going to cook for about 2.5 hours. So we're going to cook these for 2 hours on 365. Preheat your oven, and then after 2 hours we will turn our heat up to about between 400 and 410. It depends on your oven. Everybody's oven is different. Between 400 and 410, just to get them brown, and you know, kind of get them just that little bit of crispy, well done skin on the outside, just for 30 minutes. 15 minutes on each side. 15 minutes on the top, flip them bad boys over, 15 minutes on the bottom, and you done. Okay? So what I am going to do is, let's see. Now, the turkey wings that I got, they're already smoked. Okay, so these are turkey wings that I got. Now, you don't have to do smoked turkey wings, but when they're smoked, they're even better. So I got turkey wings and I got drumsticks. So here we go. Turkey wings and drumsticks. I was in K. Rogers. These bad boys were on sale. And if you know, when you see turkey drumsticks and turkey wings on sale, grab them, because they expensive now. So I grabbed them. We're cooking them today. And if you can get them smoked, it's 10 times better. So I'm still going to rinse my meat. Rinse it. Wash the meat before it goes in your mouth. It needs to be clean on all the cords. Clean it. Okay? I'm going to wash my meat, and I am going to get it put in my roasting pan, and then I'll be back so we can walk through the seasonings and what you need to make this dish. So, side note, I got real frustrated because I discovered yesterday evening, after I had worked out and I was in the bathroom at Hot Works, of course, looking in the mirror. You know, you always look in the mirror, check yourself out. You know, you work out one time and you think you should be fine as wine after one workout. But I noticed I don't have no damn hips. The hips passed me by. Okay? I don't have no hips. None. Look, they got that. No hips. Now, to me, and the pants that I wear tell me, my thighs, I got some thighs, but the hips, I don't have no hips at all. Look, none. Forgive this right here, because that right there ain't none of your business, okay? These are some hospital socks that are just too comfortable, and I just can't let them go. I just can't. But I come from a family on my daddy's side where the females in my family got them slim waists, them nice asses, and them hips. I'm not sure if the Lord mistakenly missed me. He skipped over me. If that was an error or what. But I need some damn hips. Now, I don't want the hips that's just too wide and too much for these skinny legs, but I just noticed and realized that I ain't got no damn hips. I don't have none. Okay, y'all. So, of course, I got my Ray-Ban Metas on. I love them. I mean, that's all I can say. If you can, get you some. So I have washed my turkey legs. So I have 2 large turkey legs and 2 drumsticks. So I have those washed up, and as you can see, these are smoked. Like I said, if you could get smoked, even better. So for my seasonings, this is what I have. I have garlic powder. I have Creole seasoning, smoked paprika, of course. I have garlic salt. I have chicken bouillon. I have black pepper. I am out of olive oil. You're out of olive oil? No problem. Use vegetable oil or whatever oil you have. Do not stress. And I have some chicken broth here because we want to saturate the bottom of our pot, our pan that we're cooking our wings in so that they don't stick. And it adds additional flavor. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to, I also have 1 onion that I'm going to cut up and put in our pot. So I don't measure seasonings. Okay, let me say that again. I don't measure. If you are somebody that, you know, that measures and that is important to you, you do you, boo. And possibly this video is not for you. Okay, so I have my smoked paprika here. I'm adding some to the bowl. You want to season these liberally. They are smoked, but they still need to be seasoned. This is my Creole seasoning here. I'm adding that. This is my, and I am not adding, I'm going to add just a little bit of my garlic and, excuse me. Oh, that was strong. My garlic sea salt. I'm going to put just a little bit of that on top. So this is garlic salt with a little bit of parsley. I have my chicken bouillon here. Add just a little bit of that. All day cooked flavor right there. And some black pepper. Okay. So I am going to stay with me. Stay with me. If you have cooked turkey wings before, how do you cook your turkey wings? How have you cooked your turkey wings? Have you had the smoked turkey wings before? I know we put turkey wings and turkey drumsticks inside, and smoked inside of our greens and cabbage. What other ways do you prepare yours? Let me know down in the comments. So I'm mixing all of those up. Okay. I'm going to add my garlic powder. Add garlic powder. Like that. Get that all mixed in together. Okay. Okay. That's well mixed. So now what I want to do is I'm going to, for my my turkey wings here, I'm actually going to just add some oil to the top, and then I am going to add some oil to the top because the oil will actually act as a glue for our seasoning. So oil and then season liberally, and then I'll be back because we still have to add the our sliced onions and our chicken broth, and then get these bad boys in the oven. So I think at this point I can sit you guys back over here. And you don't want to add too much oil. Just add a little. Just a little. And I don't have gloves on right now. I don't have time to go get them, but rub your wings down. Sprinkle our seasoning. Okay. So then I want you to pick your wings up and rub the seasoning in. Just rub that seasoning all around. Rub it all around. Don't worry about the seasoning that's at the bottom of the pan. Okay, let's wash our hands. That meat is very, very cold. It smells so good already. So good. The smoke smell. I don't know if I'll be able to wait until, we probably won't be eating until about 7. I haven't eaten today. Okay. We got all of that washed down and clean. I actually decided not to use all of our turkey legs. I used all the turkey wings that I had, which was only 2, and then this it looks like another turkey leg right there. So, but I'm going to put the other 2 back in the deep freezer outside, and we can use those to season some greens or beans or just whatever. So now what we want to do is, let's take our chicken broth. We're going to take our chicken broth. I'll give you. And that chicken broth goes on the bottom. Okay, let me get another carton of chicken broth because we want to make sure that it keeps the meat tender, it keeps it from sticking, and it adds additional flavor. I just noticed that my microphone is actually not even connected. Isn't that great? Had not even noticed that before. And that seems to be a problem. Ongoing problem. Technology. So anyway, we're moving on without it. We're going to add some more chicken broth. And I'm actually putting my broth in my pan, not actually on top of my meat. Okay, so that's enough broth. Now let me get an onion. I'm going to my onion stash. And I've got an onion here. When you have small cutting boards like this, just put your cutting board. When you have small cutting boards like this, just put your cutting board on top of a dish towel to keep it sturdy. It's time for me to sharpen all of my knives. So these are my onions, just really quick like this, and we're just going to cut these up long ways into our dish. Nothing spectacular, nothing complicated. Somebody told me, I think spectacular is one of your favorite words. Yes, it is. Oh, it smells so good, and it's not even cooked yet. Okay. That's that. Clean hands once again. Okay. So let's boost my oven up to 360. Oops. 2 hours. Okay. 360. That's done. Okay. So again, lid on. Once we cook for 2 hours, then we're going to take it out. We're going to melt some butter, and we will glaze the top with butter, and then put those back in the oven for 15 minutes. We'll flip them over, do the same thing to the other side, and the butter is the finishing touch for this. It's like the cherry on top. I'm going to put my lid on and then get this put in the oven. Wait, let me pull this out first. Okay, so that part is done, and I'll be back in 2 hours. All that I am doing today is finishing laundry, editing, and honestly speaking, applying for jobs, because as you guys know, I am not just not really fulfilled with my new job that I've been at since September of last year. So I got to go. I don't want to become complacent and too comfortable like I always do, and which leads me to settling. So I'm definitely not going to do that. So with that being said, I'm just doing what I have to do. So we're doing that. And then what else? I had plans to cook a sweet treat, but I've had the ingredients for the strawberry shortcake, but just hadn't had time to really, I haven't had time to do it yet. And not only that, I just haven't had like a huge appetite for sweets. My sweet tooth has somewhat deactivated itself. And so for me, I don't know if that's good or bad shit. Because I'm happy when I'm eating them sweets. What I'm not happy about is that big back activity that comes after I've been eating them damn sweets. Okay? Okay, so I am back and I just took, it's been 2 hours. Well, we got 7 minutes to go before it's a full 2 hours. So I just took my turkey wings out of the oven and I am about to turn my oven up to 410, because remember, it depends on how your oven cooks. Everybody's oven is different. Turn my oven to 410. I'm going to melt some butter and just pour the butter over top and just let it do what it do in that super hot 400-degree oven. Look at that. So I am going to flip these, melt that butter. I'm working with one hand here. So freaking tender. The smell is absolutely freaking amazing. Okay, so let me go ahead, melt my butter. I'm going to pour half of my butter on top of this side. Let it cook on 400 for 10 minutes. Flip them and pour some butter on the other side and let that side cook for 10 minutes. So we got 20 more minutes to go. But anyway, so let's continue our conversation from yesterday. So I think I left off with me and the guy that I was in a relationship with. I was telling you guys that, you know, things just started to get kind of weird. And, you know, new things were developing. We wanted to move forward with making plans for the future. But, you know, as it got closer to that being a reality and us starting to discuss our future together, it felt like, you know, things with him just got weird. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been that kind of person because, again, how my mother raised me, make sure you read the room at all times. Don't ever ignore the signs, because what you are seeing is reality. Like, don't ignore it. So, you know, I just noticed that he started to just act different. He acted different. You know what I'm saying? As we began to talk about meeting each other's families and just different things, plans for the future, like I said. So, you know, finally, I told him, you know, I'm done. I think I told you guys that. I'm done. You know, a lot of things went down, a few things were said, and I just basically didn't like it, because one thing I don't want somebody to do, especially when you meet somebody that has a close relationship with their family, like I do, I'm not going to make you choose. You know what I'm saying? Never gonna do that. Never going to do that, because especially if it's somebody that's battling with it. Okay. Because of course you have a close relationship with your family, with your loved ones, with your immediate family. I'm not going to make you I'm not going to make you choose when there is conflict between our future plans and what we're trying to do and your family. Never going to make you choose. I'll bow out because I like living stress free. I don't, yeah, I'd rather go through the hurt. And so you guys see me just basting these with just this good old butter, honey. And we're gonna put this thing back in there, back in the oven. Let it cook. Ooh, it's some good drippings down there. Let that cook. So I could tell that he was battling, and without him telling me, I knew that was because he was having issues with his family, his parents accepting our relationship. You know what I'm saying? They were going to have an issue because what I took from it prior to he and I just having that conversation, meaning him actually opening his mouth and talking to me and telling me, which, prior to me breaking it off with him, he never told me this stuff because he didn't want to hurt me. He was protecting my feelings. But at the same time, you're a grown ass man and your parents can't dictate who you with. Your parents cannot dictate who you are with, who you choose to live your life with, and who you fall in love with. They cannot dictate that. Really, they should not have any say so, especially when we grown. We grown. And, they had issues with me because of the color of my skin, not because of the way that I was treating their son. It's a difference there. I could see if your child is in an abusive relationship and an unhealthy relationship, I could see you having issues. But honey, your child being treated like a king or a queen as they should be, you know what I'm saying? We're both taking care of each other 100%, and we happy over here. And your only issue is that this right here. Get the fuck out of here. So I learned all of that after the fact. Okay. Because, so anyway, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's not jump ahead any further. So I broke it off, things got tense between us just because this was a reality that I had only seen on TV, so I wasn't about to sit around and wait for somebody to tell me that I was good enough or that I wasn't good enough just due to the color of my skin. So I was like, I'm making the choice for you. You don't have to choose. I don't ever want to put anybody in that situation, like I said. So I'm done. I'll walk away. I'll walk away. If Karen is who they want you to be with, just to save face, then that's who you need to be with, because it was obvious to me. Of course, I knew he loved his parents. He loved his parents, but it was obvious to me that, you're allowing them to make these decisions for you. And it became more clear to me after the fact, after I understood it more. And just after, he and I reconciled and stuff like that. They've done that before, even when he was with Karen and Becky. Okay. And Penelope and Piper. They did that same shit. Control. So, I walked away. He and I ended up, getting back together, of course, because the love was there. And he arranged for us to meet. So, I wasn't going to bring my family into that bullshit because my family didn't have an issue with interracial relationships. As long as they treat you good, then okay. Because I had been through hell and high water with my black men, okay? And no disrespect, I'm just being honest. I'm saying what I went through and what happened to me. And please note, I am married to a black man today. Love him to death. But I have been through hell with black men. So he and I eventually got back together. You know, I walked away and we were apart for about a month. But we got back together and he made arrangements, somehow talked them into, and I'm stubborn. Let me say that I am a Taurus. I am stubborn. I'm not for no bullshit. Point blank period. Yeah, my patience is real thin from the jump, from birth. Okay? So somehow, some way he talked them into, meeting me and us just all having inviting me to a family dinner or whatever. So, he told me, I want you to meet my parents. Keep in mind that he had siblings. I had met the siblings, cool as hell, like, yeah, I won't even go into it. Cool as hell. Cool as hell. Cool people. Like, yeah. I mean, their background, they were raised with freaking nannies and went to private schools. And he had a brother that at the time that was still in high school, he was the oldest, had a sister that was in college. I think she was in California. She was going to Pepperdine, which is where several of my cousins graduated from. And hold on, in Cali. I'm smelling my turkey legs. Okay, let me get my rice back in here. Just a minute, y'all. So, like I said, siblings was cool as hell. I didn't have any issues with them. They were like just freaking basically typical young privileged white kids. But they showed me nothing but love from the jump. Nothing but love. So man, like the nanny that basically raised them was black. So I feel like that could be why they were so cool. You know what I'm saying? And they told me that they would go around the nanny's family when their parents were out of town for weeks at a time. So anyway, they were just cool. So the guy that I was in a relationship with, let's just say his name is Jacob. Okay. So Jacob, he arranges for us to all meet. So the initial date that was scheduled ended up getting canceled because his parents had a meeting or whatever, so they could not fly here from Houston. They couldn't make it from Houston because they were back and forth from Houston to Dallas, just all over. They were in different places. They always traveled, always doing business. So, okay. I was like, okay, cool, which was a weight off my shoulders because I was tense just thinking that I have to meet these people, you know. And I want to, I did not want to walk up in their house, into their home, in their safe space, and just right off the bat disrespect them because of how I knew they felt about me. And they were basically going to ruin this relationship that I had with their son. But at the same time, I didn't want to just, I don't know. So anyway, check my rice real quick. So the first dinner arrangement was canceled. It was rescheduled again. And we were going to go to their house in South Lake. So they had a ranch house in South Lake on several acres of land. Very nice. So I told Jacob, you know, I'll meet you there because, you know, he was going to pick me up from the condo and then we go together. And I told him, you know what? I'll meet you there. I'm actually going to bring my cousin with me because I got to thinking, and me and my mother were really close. So just again, the way I was raised, we keep in contact. We give each other, you know, that respect. Let me know where you're going, what direction. You don't have to tell me all your business, but let me know something. So if something happens, something goes down, I know where to point people in the right direction to start looking for you. Let me know something. So it was hard also because I kept my mother out. She knew that I was dating somebody. She knew that he was white. But, you know, me meeting his family and everything I went through, yeah, of course I told her. But this part, I never did tell her because if I had told her this before I went, she would have went with me. And my mama don't play. She don't play that shit. So I had told him, Jacob, you know, I'll meet you there. You give me the address, I'll meet you there. I'm bringing my cousin with me. I'm like, because in my mind, you know, don't be no fool and never allow yourself to be outnumbered. Don't get somewhere without having that backup. Now, these days, I got Black Betty. She is the only backup that I need. Okay, so I'm never by myself. You may think I am, but I'm not. So, and with that being said, ladies, protect yourself. If you are in the state of Texas, you don't need that license. Okay, just make sure that that gun is registered. But by all means, protect yourselves. Okay, protect yourself. So I told him, you know what? My cousin she's going to come out there with me. She'll ride with me and she is actually going to have dinner with us. So put an extra chair at the table. Okay. So, you know, my cousin was with me. So we get out here. Of course, you know, we're blown away when we pull up to the gates, the iron gates, and we have to roll down the window and press the button and give our name. We're blown away. Okay? So we get to the front door. Get to the front door, somebody answers, and this guy, I guess it's what they call a butler, I don't know, a house manager, I don't freaking know, takes my coat and, tries to take my purse. And I'm like, no, I'm keeping my purse. My purse stays with me. So he asked my cousin, can I take your coat? And my cousin was like, hell no, we ain't gonna be here long. You ain't taking shit from me. She done already got started. So, I meet them or whatever. Everybody gathers into this great room, and it's just beautiful. It is seriously what I've seen on TV and what I will have one day. Okay, I will have it if I want to, because I don't know if I even want anything that damn big. But so we meet, and the meet and greet was totally fake, but I could tell that maybe they were being so, tasting my rice to make sure it's good. Oh, that flavor is excellent. I need to add just a little bit more water. I could tell from the way that they were acting that it had been some kind of like verbal altercation between Jacob and his parents, because they were being like too quiet. You know what I'm saying? And of course, everybody was uncomfortable. Like, everybody was uncomfortable. So, that. Okay, so I just flipped my turkey wings. So I'm about to do 10 minutes on the other side, but let me hurry up. That it's coming soon, because it's no way that we are going to sit here and have a 3-course meal and not actually have the conversation that has this atmosphere so heightened. I mean, because it was a hot ass mess. I was uncomfortable. My cousin was uncomfortable. At least I thought she was, but she was like, nah, bitch, I wasn't uncomfortable. I was good and I was ready. Okay. So, we're sitting at the table and we had salad. They bought out salad and bread and like olives and pickles and different things like that. So his dad was, I feel like his dad was okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anything that he said, he was being coerced by his crazy ass wife. Okay. So, he would just ask me little one-off questions every now and then, but it was respectful. When he asked me questions, it didn't put me in an uncomfortable place. I felt good. And, he was telling me, Jacob has, told me how successful you've been in the line of work that you're doing, and just different things. He was being positive. You know what I'm saying? And so, and damn near being supportive of what I was doing and where I was trying to get, where I was trying to get to within my career and what I had already accomplished. He was, he made me feel good and he made me feel comfortable, which I didn't need that from him, because my family is literally my biggest cheerleaders. Like, I got that family. The wife, eventually she goes, so where do you and Jacob actually think you're going with this? Like, what are your intentions? And, Jacob immediately said something. I don't even remember what he said. I really don't. But I stayed silent. And then she goes on to say, because a mixed relationship, interracial relationship, whatever you want to call it, is what she said. It's not something that we agree to. It's not something that we agree to. And she said, and I find myself, I'm comfortable with being honest with you, letting you know that this is not something that we want for Jacob. So I said, oh, okay. I said, no problem. When I said that, my cousin went the fuck off. She went off. And I went to get up, and Jacob, grabbed my hand. Because again, what purpose would it serve? And I could have went off. And I don't know what it was that came over me that just completely shut me down. And when I say that, shut my mind down, shut my mouth down, I didn't even have the words to speak to what she had said. And maybe that was a good thing. Maybe that was a good thing. I felt like my whole fucking body was disabled. Maybe that was a good thing, because the real TT would have walked across that damn table and mollywopped her ass. And then I would have been behind them steel bars. Okay? They would have had me in that fucking cage. But my cousin, she took the reins and she ran with it. Okay? She went off. She went off. And so, it was just a big commotion and all kind of stuff going on. And I got up, like I said, Jacob grabbed my hand. He was like, wait, hold on, babe. He's like, I got this. I got this. Trust me. Fuck nah, I'm not finna go through this. I am not about to deal with this. I am not about to bring kids into this. I am not about to marry into this BS. No. Mm-mm. I got up, I told Jacob, let me go, because I cannot promise you what will happen if you don't. I did say that, and I was calm when I said it. That is the only part that I remember while we were in that dining area of that house. Now, when I left out and I was waiting on my coat, the guy that took my coat, he's like, hold on just 1 minute. I'm so sorry that this happened. Like, all the people that worked in the damn house were apologizing and, trying to help me or whatever. And, I'm telling my cousin, come on. And the daddy, he came out there. He was like, I apologize for this. This is not what I wanted. This was not intentional. This is not the way it should have went or whatever. And, I said, I'm done. I said, it's no problem. I said, Jacob and I have shared a beautiful relationship. We have had wonderful times together. I said, I seriously cannot even think of a time that we've had like a serious disagreement, like yelled at each other, anything. I said, and we treated each other with the utmost respect. I said, we have both had the best time that both of us have ever had in a relationship before. I said, but I'm walking away from it all because I'm not going to put up with this shit. Somebody will end up unalive. Okay. And I told him, and I said, once I got into that foyer area and I'm waiting, I'm hearing his mother like argue with my cousin, and she mentioned, y'all, you guys just want the money. You guys want our money. That's what you all, any black girl that marries a white man or tries to get into a white family. That's what and I told him, I said, let me just be clear and tell you that I'm an independent, educated black woman. I've never asked never, ever asked for one dime from any man, whether he be white, black, blue, or purple, ever. I have a degree. I have a good job. I make my own. I said, now, have I accepted gifts and have men given me things? Hell yes. But I never asked. Never, ever, ever. And I said, and your son has tried and attempted on several occasions to give me big things, including bank accounts. And I have respectfully declined. And so, he talked to me and he's like, my son has talked to me. We've had conversations, and I know that you don't have to tell me at all. You definitely don't have to tell me. He told me a lot of things that I won't even share, but that was the last day that I saw that family. And shortly after that, I completely cut off communication and I cut off everything with Jacob because I'm not going to deal with that. And it hurt, but I would rather go through this little bit of hurt right now than to have to deal with this shit for the rest of the married life and then bringing kids into this. I said, oh, hell no, I'm not about to deal with this shit. I'm definitely not going to, because I'm not the one. I'm definitely not the one. And that right there, that's a little bit of the background that I dealt with in my interracial relationship. It wasn't him. It wasn't me. It was the family. Not wanting to accept a person, just a human being. It was no difference between me and Karen, Becky, and Piper that he had been with before. Okay. And they were probably actually trying to marry him for the money, but they had white skin. So some of the other individuals, in the group said, like, one guy who was a black man, again, we're only listening to what people say. We don't actually see the individuals. So, one guy said, when I got to college, yes, I dated white women. He's like, because white women are not judgmental, or they're not like so focused on looks. He's like, I could say when I was in high school and, like my first year of college, I was not the most attractive man. He said, and black women never would give me the time of day. He's like, but when I got to college and, he said, I felt like I got a little bit more secure with myself. He said, white women were the only ones that would give me that time of day. They were the only ones that actually talked to me and, communicated with me and all that kind of stuff. Now, being a black woman, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that shit. You were insecure as hell, and you probably never even talked to a black woman. I mean, not even trying to date them. Did you actually, and other people in the group asked this guy that said this shit. So of course he's like, so I feel like this is him talking. I interact with white women better because they are not as judgmental as black women. They are not stuck on looks and trying to meet a certain criteria just for looks and this and that. Nick. So anyway, it was just interesting to hear that. And so people started asking him like, so not even speaking of just dating, did you have any black female friends? So are you saying, you know what I'm saying? Because somehow you found it easier to just have communication, not thinking about dating, communication with a white woman, but you couldn't have that same communication with a black woman. Every black woman that you attempted to approach looked at you funny, called your ass ugly, did this, did that. Like, security starts within. You got to fix yourself on the inside first before it even comes out and pours out of the pores and comes onto the outside. You blaming a black woman for your damn insecurities. My door thing just went off. Is that my baby? So that was that guy. So then another guy, hold on. All right. Hurry up, honey. This day is just gone, y'all. So then another guy said that and this guy said he was mixed. He said that he was a product of a white mother and a black father. And he said that his preference, he said that both black and white women gravitated to him. He said that, and you could tell just by him talking, and I feel like this, I'm kind of playing both sides of the fence by saying this. You could tell that he was secure, but with himself, but he wasn't conceited. Okay. But, he's like, I'm an attractive man. And he said, so I never had issues with either race approaching me, talking to me, wanting to date me or anything like that. He's like, but it was always just from being around my dad's side of the family. He said, I love them to death. He's like, but I found that black women are just too strong and dominant. Let me repeat that. I found that black women are just too strong and dominant. So it was always my preference when I started dating. I had black women as friends and white women for relationships because they are more passive. They don't try to dominate everything. They don't try to actually run the house. I'll let that marinate because I think after he said that, that took over the call for about 30 minutes. And then shortly after that, the meeting was over because it took so much time. But I just felt like that was very interesting for him to say because we as black women, we are very strong. We are very strong. We are very dominant. And even in a 2-family home with a wife and a husband, the wife is still, she's running it from the front end to the back end. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Okay? She's working, taking care of her husband, taking care of the kids, taking care of the house, and paying some of them bills. She running it from the back end, from the front end to the back end. I could say a lot more about that, but this video has been too long. So you guys tell me, have you experienced dating outside of your race? What was your experience with interracial dating? Have you ever thought about it? Have you thought about it and I mean you're just not comfortable with even going out or trying to meet somebody that is a different race other than black? Or I mean, if you're white, have you thought about dating somebody outside of your race? Have you thought about dating a black man, a Hispanic man, Latino? What has been your experiences and what is your preference? You know, one black lady said, people automatically think because we're black, our preference is black. She's like, but I've mainly only dated black men, but that is actually not my preference. I just did it because that is the expectation of blacks. I didn't know that, y'all. I guess because I've been sitting back drinking my water and minding my business all these damn years, I did not know that. Ain't nobody told me nothing. So again, I'm asking you, what y'all got to say about that? What do y'all think? I want to hear your views, your opinions, your stories. Let me know. And we'll talk again the next time. Love y'all. Peace. Or them new nails. Peace. Yeah, my hands are ashy because they clean. I've been in the kitchen cooking, so shut up.